play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, here we go.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He may try and run for this. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. It's brought in by Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, this is Geis, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll run it here. Room past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Let's go.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz again. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now this time he'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First carry for Trenton Cannon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Gone!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ram. There we go. Back.
Wentz now on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just made. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for Redskins touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just 1 tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a 3-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Hang in there now.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Throwing on first is Wentz. On the crossing route, complete. It's Rice. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Into the red zone. Wentz throwing for his running back. He's got it. Complete. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Black, come on. Go. 180! Great.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. This one caught by Crowder. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Let's go, D.
Back to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. Whoosh. Still fighting. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go!
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
know, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A deep ball for Dotson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Big stop, Pete. Big stop. Let's go.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
No, check. Patriot!
Now this time he'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the ground game now with Geis. Got some real estate inside the 30. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Green 39! Gone!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Green 39!
Now a give running left is Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Wentz to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. To throw is Wentz. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw. Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wentz to throw. Ertz has it left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A road win in the National Football League.